childish things. Women don't want to fuck a child. They want to fuck a man. You want to get to my level? You want to get to the level of the guys in the squad? You want to get to Charlie's level? Voice My Ambitions level? Voice My Ambitions is a 23-year-old kid, man. That guy's outperforming some of you grown-ass men out there. He's a man. He's still a young man, but he's a man. He's outperforming you guys in the gym. He's outperforming you with women. He's outperforming you financially. Hung out with that kid yesterday. I'm just so proud of him. Just shaking my head at people that just take this shit casually. You know, you got to grow up. There comes a time. I had to have this conversation with myself when I was 32. I had just turned 33. This was in December 2018. And then the year turned over. It was now 2019, and I sat there, and I had to have an honest conversation with myself. And I said, Jonathan, you quit your job in April 2018, and you said you were going to do this YouTube thing full time. You've put out probably less than 10 videos since you quit. You've made fuck all money. You were being irresponsible with your time. You injured yourself in the gym because you weren't sleeping enough. You ripped your pectoral. Now you're getting fatter. Your financial situation's a joke. You're literally a 33-year-old loser English teacher. That's a conversation I had with myself. Okay? It wasn't to belittle myself, to make myself feel bad. But at the age of 33, I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself and say, dude, you are talking too much and you are not walking enough. And I had to look myself in the mirror. And it's really sad when you have to look at yourself in the mirror as a man and know that you're not living up to your own potential. It's hard to look at yourself in the mirror. It's hard to look at yourself in the mirror when you're not living up to your potential. It's hard to just have some dignity about yourself. And women feel that too. When you have certain levels of self-disgust, that carries over. And I thought to myself, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, but I realized I fucking hate doing YouTube editing. And I said, you know what? I said, if I do a live stream, I have to fucking just, I got to set it up in a way that it can be a watchable thing on the replay. I had no money at the time to buy a brand new laptop. But I did have some Bitcoin. And at that time, and everybody's going to probably lose their shit right now, but at that time, in January, okay, I had a little bit of Bitcoin stowed away. And I sold 0.68 of a Bitcoin for $1,800 to buy a MacBook Pro to start my live stream business, okay? But it was not that easy. Okay? It was not that easy. I sold 0.68 of a Bitcoin to start my business. And I had to really bite down when I did that. I bite down so hard when I did that. I felt like, God fucking damn it. And, it was just insane. What was even more insane was this. So I had to take my old rinky-dink laptop to the equivalent of a Best Buy in Japan, right? And, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in any of that shit. But this chain of events that happened, it was just insane. The one good thing I did prior in the year 2018 was every single day I had that notepad. And for 5 months, I wrote on the notepad, I, Jonathan Hogwood, consistently earned $10,000 a month net profit from the internet. And I wrote it 10 times in the morning every single day for 5 months in a row. I put it all over my building that I lived in. And shout out to Daniel. Daniel J just signed up for Masculine Empowerment Network. Thank you, Daniel. Good to have you in here, buddy. And I just, I wrote it every single day, and I really studied a lot that year. Mindset, psychology, the subconscious, the psychology of success, right? I did all that. And so that was the one good thing I did. There was a way to use to send Bitcoin, right? There was like a POS, like a point of sale system, in this shop, right? And so I sent the Bitcoin not by scanning the QR code, but by manually entering in the address and then sending the Bitcoin to these people at the Best Buy. It's called Big Camera in Japan, but it's like the Best Buy of Japan. And so the transaction was confirmed, right? The blocks were confirmed on the blockchain, but because the POS didn't move, the screen didn't move, they made me sit there for 4 hours until the store closed. And they had kept my Bitcoin, and I received no computer. And then they told me that, hey, guess what? Sorry, you have to call our helpline to get this Bitcoin sent back to you. So now here I am, 33 years old, just lost 0.68 of a Bitcoin. All right. I took another risk. I was hit in the face by life, beaten down. Now I'm broke and my Bitcoin's missing and I don't have a computer. And the Japanese people are looking at me like I'm a psychopath when I'm trying to tell them, like, it's confirmed on the blockchain. It's confirmed. Like, do any of you fucking idiots understand how cryptocurrency works? None of them did. They're like, sorry, the computer didn't move. I was like, fuck your computer, you cocksucker. You stupid fucking Best Buy working bitch. You don't know how cryptocurrency technology works. This is a blessing in disguise, though. So I had to fight with like the Coinbase of Japan, who ran their POS system. And I had to fight with them on the phone for 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. Sitting there with self-doubt. Like, here you are again, chasing another fantasy. My lower self was saying that. My higher self knew I could do it. But a lot of you guys have the lower self running the show, and your higher self is suppressed by your lower self. Luckily, I had one of these chicks that I was seeing at the time. She's just like this really meticulous A-type Japanese chick. She has her own business that she runs. And she's like she can be a real Japanese Karen if she needs to be. And I said, baby, I need you to turn that Karen to 13 and like talk to every manager, destroy these fuckers. And this woman fucking loves me, bro. This woman will fucking dump someone off for me in a video game. But this woman was just, she was 100% there. And she fought for me to get my Bitcoin back. And then the craziest thing happened, right? So I was looking for the best mobile wallet that I can get to use to pay these at this Best Buy to get my fucking computer so I can continue with my dream. And I looked on a bunch of websites and I found this thing called Bread Wallet. And I was like, Bread Wallet? What the hell is this? And I was like, what the hell is Bread? I was like, that's the stupidest name ever. And then I looked into it. I downloaded it. I set it up so quickly. And I just realized, like, man, this is like pretty efficient. Ended up using the Bread Wallet, and I could get the computer, and I set everything up. 1 month later, I'm at a luxury club. One of my friends he runs this high-end sake tasting event. He was my mentor at the time. He's also a multimillionaire. And he was helping me, just kind of get my mindset right, how to think like a rich man, how to act like a rich man. Really nice guy, Australian dude. And he invited me to this sake tasting event. And then at the sake tasting event, I met this guy who was an architect. And he was a real cool guy. We got to chatting and all this stuff. He says, hey, we're going to go to like some high-end lounge. And this is when I was prepping to launch Body Language Mastery 1.0. The show was going. I ran the numbers, and it was insane too, because the first month of me doing the show, live streaming and just selling consultations for $70 an hour at that time, and live streaming and getting donations, I looked at it and I was like, good Lord, like people like what I'm saying. And at that time, I'd made like $2,200 between consultations, donations, super chats, and I was just like, "Good Lord!" Like, have a solid understanding of marketing and psychology and sales. And I said, "These people find value in me." And I said, "I thought everybody kind of knew this shit. I thought I'd be kind of doing a remedial kind of class." And then when I brought on Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, some people were just like addicted to the crypto stuff. And me and Charlie were like, that's when I talked to Charlie. I said, Charlie, you absolutely need to start your own brand. And Charlie's a hard worker too, man. Dude, Charlie, you guys don't know. I won't talk about it on the air. But dude, Charlie went through personal hell to get where he is now. Like, personal hell. Like bad shit, man. Bad shit. And he's strong, man. Charlie has a strong heart, and Charlie's a good person, guys. Charlie is a sincerely good man, and he's a good friend too, man. Charlie is a man of strong character, and he has integrity too. You guys don't know. You guys do not know the shit that he went through to get where he is now. But we're two guys who endured to win the race, and so then we saw that people were reactive to this crypto stuff. And we're just like, we thought everybody fucking knew about this. Okay. Then Tim invited me to some like lounge in the Roppongi district. It's like, basically like the Beverly Hills of Japan. To some swanky bar on like, some like 25th floor swanky bar. And he introduces me to some guy, and he's like, oh, hey, I want you to meet my friend Adam. And then I was like, oh, what's up, dude? How's it going? And then I noticed on his phone, he had the logo for Bread Wallet on his phone. And I was like, dude, you're in crypto? I was like, man, actually, this Bread Wallet thing saved my fucking life last week. He's like, because I was using this shitty Electrum wallet. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm using this shitty Electrum wallet. And like, I just had to deal with all this fucking trash. And, dude, this thing is amazing. And it saved me. And like, dude, this thing is great, bro. I was like, why do you like Bread Wallet? He's like, well, I'm actually the CEO of the company. I was like, bro, fuck You ain't no CEO. I was like, come on, are you drunk? And then he's like, no, actually, I'm serious. And it turned out to be Adam Trademan. And then I was like, are you kidding me? And like, when I met Adam, right, we just clicked like immediately. He liked the fact that I had the edge that I have. And he works, you know, in with tech and software and all that stuff. So, you know, he's surrounded by a bunch of like kind of tech nerdy kind of people. And that, like, you know, kind of, like we're friends to this day. And like we go out to lunch, you know, he's a fucking great friend, great person. Bought $1,000 bottle of wine for us at lunch the other day. Opus One bottle of wine. And just a fantastic friend and mentor as well. But it all started with me like not giving up and trying to solve that one problem, and then not giving up and doing the live streaming, and then not giving up and pushing Charlie like to, you know, because it was hard to get Charlie from like the worker mind to the entrepreneur mind. And I had to like coach Charlie a lot behind the scenes, and he had all the personal shit going on. But like, I gotta say, man, Charlie's a gangster, bro. Charlie used to fucking stream with 4 people watching, man. 4 people watching Charlie. And I mean, you know, we did the Tokyo Crypto Show where we're 2 of us sitting in the room next to each other on the same mic, same computer. I don't even know why people watched us, but we were just so determined and so convicted that we knew, despite our crappy appearance, crappy technology, whatever, like we knew what we were teaching people was solid gold. And we had just like, you know, seen the insanity of the 2017 bull market. And so, you know, that right there, somebody's saying, calling me in the chat saying I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. This is 100% true. It's 100% true. And so looking at all this, look at us now. And even now, we're encountering some troubles, and we're encountering some troubles here and there, and that's just life. But the thing is, when we're talking about today, he who endures wins the race, right? You see, when you quit one time, like I understand a strategic surrender, or if you're like trying to do something and it's just clearly not working, and you're clearly wrong, like clearly wrong. Then I understand a strategic pullback, okay? But a lot of people, they quit after trying something for 1 month. I mean, honestly speaking, okay? How many of you guys even remember your New Year's resolution?